video, we are going to learn how to divide decimals using the decimal grids. So in the first example, we are going to do 8/10. All right, 8/10 divided by 5. So the first step is to uh, shade in the 8/10. So let's go ahead and shade it in. We have 10 this way, 10 this way. So this grid here represents one whole. Remember that each little square here, each little square represents 1/100th, and each long strip represents 1/10. So keep that in mind as we do this. Oops. Okay. So let's shade in 8/10. So 8/10 goes up to here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it goes up to here. Okay. So let's shade all of this portion here. I'm just gonna shade it rather quickly. Okay. All right. Just imagine that I just shaded this perfectly. All right. So the point is that we shade the 8/10, right? And the next step is that we're going to divide this into 5 equal groups. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's divide it into 5 equal groups. And I know that because I have 10 rows here, I can exactly divide it into 5 equal groups. So let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 5 groups here now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And these groups are equal groups. And now let me see how much I have per group. Okay. So here I have, right? I'm just going to count everything I have here. So you count by twos, by ones. I'm just going to count. So here I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So each group, let me just point out to the group. So this is a group, right? So each group has exactly 16 hundredths. So that means that 8 divided by 5 is going to be equal to 16 hundredths. Now let's do another example. What if you have something like 2 divided by 1/10? So in this case, we got 2 divided by 1/10. So that means that we're considering, we're going to shade 2 holes, right? So 2 holes are going to be shaded. Let's just shade in our 2 holes. All right, everything is shaded here. 2 holes. Everything is shaded in these 2 holes. Okay, so now we have identified our 2 holes. And now we are going to divide those into tenths to see how many tenths we have in total. All right, so let me cut my first 10 over here. So cut this up in tenths. All right. So how many tenths am I going to have in the 2 holes? Well, here I have 10 tenths, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So here I have 10 tenths. And here, of course, I have the same thing, right? So I'm not gonna ahead and do all of this, but you guys get the point, right? You're just gonna continue to divide it into tenths, and you're gonna get 10 tenths on this side and 10 tenths on this side, right? So that means that you have a total of 20 tenths. So 2 divided by 1/10 is gonna be 20. All right, so that means that in every group you have 20. 2 divided by 1/10 it's going to be 20. And that makes sense, right? Right? So because if you divide one whole by tenths, well, you get 10 tenths. But if you divide two wholes, then you got to get 20. All right, let's do one last example. Now we're going to divide 9 tenths into 6. So the first step is to shade in your 9 tenths. So this whole strip is a tenth, so I'm gonna shade 9 of them. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it goes up to here. All right, so let's shade it in red. I'm shading my 9 tenths red. All right, I think you guys get the point. All right, so here I have my 9 tenths. So now I have to break it up into 6 equal parts. So let's go ahead and break it up into 6 equal parts. And the best way to go about that is to understand that I don't really have, I cannot break this up into 6 equal parts here exactly like I did before with the previous problem. So here I have, let me see, if I go like this, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, so I cannot do it like that because I have number 5 up to here, and I can only go up to here, right? So what that tells me is this, that I should start wherever I can get 6 equal parts. And that's going to be with one of these whole strips here. So that's going to be 1 equal part. Okay, that's 1 equal part. That is another one. That is another one. Then that is another one. This is another one. Okay, so far I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 equal parts. And let me just separate one more here. For a total of 6 equal parts. All right, so here are my 6 equal parts. Right here, all this portion right here are my 6 equal parts. And so far, each of these groups have exactly, let's just identify it right here. It has exactly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that is right here. That is 1/10. Or we can also say that that is 10 hundredths. Okay, because 1/10 is the same as 10 hundredths. So each of them have 10 hundredths. But what about this portion here? Because we have to divide the whole 9/10ths, not just 6/10ths over here like we just did right now. We have to divide the whole 9/10ths into 6 equal groups. So I just started with by dividing it into 6 parts that are 1/10 each. Next, I'm going to add the other part that remains. So let's use another color for that. Let's use yellow. Okay, so here I have 30 hundredths left because there's 10 hundredths here, another 10 hundredths, and another 10 hundredths. Well, that's also 3/10ths left. So how do I divide that into the 6 parts that I have here? Well, if I know I have 30 hundredths, 30, and I want to divide that into 6 equal parts, that means that each part is going to get 5 because 30 divided by 6 is 5 because we know that 5 times 6 is 30. So that means that each part is going to get 5. Let me just show you that here. So let me just shade that in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 hundredths to this one. And this one, I'm just going to shade it in. Let's shade it in blue. Okay. 5 hundredths to this one. Let me shade in this one blue. 5 hundredths to the other one. 5 hundredths to the other one. All right, 5 hundredths to the other one. And the last 5 hundredths to the other one. Okay, so this one is 1/10 plus another 500, right? So that means that each group is gonna have exactly that. It's gonna have 1/10 plus that additional 5 little boxes here. That means 5 hundredths. Okay. So 1/10 and 5 hundredths, that's gonna be equivalent to 15 hundredths. Okay, so 9/10 divided by 6 is equal to 15 hundredths. As you can see, the way we divided it up right here. First, we started with dividing it into groups that are 10 hundredths each. And then we went ahead and distributed the rest here. And we ended up with 15 hundredths.